Hey Gabex here. Today I want to go through 11 essential MLB The Show 20 tips. Now, for veterans of this series, this might not be as good a video for you. This is kind of a little bit more of I feel like people that have played this a lot, or people that haven't played a lot, will find a lot more value here than maybe people that are like Diamond Dynasty addicts like myself. But maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Let's get into the tips right away. So this is something that was changed, and I don't know if a lot of people know of this, in a patch a few days ago. Basically, they allow you now to exchange duplicates in your lineup, in your roster, I guess in your binder, I guess is the right word for it. So you can exchange bronze to silver players. You can put them into other type of kind of exchange values too if you need them for affinities or anything like that. But basically, see how it says no sell over there? That means he's a duplicate and I can sell him, right? So I got multiples of him, but this was a change where you couldn't do this before. Now, some of these cards are actually auctionable in binder, and I just haven't auctioned them off yet. But some of these that are no sell now can be sold. So I just wanted to talk that. Number one, that you can now sell and upgrade and exchange, and I think you definitely should. You can also quick sell them, the duplicates too, from your binder. So that was a nice change made a few days ago. And the second tip, kind of like a beginner thing, if you're going to go and do Conquest in here, do not play any games on this Conquest map until you get to the strongholds, right? Literally just play the game around the game until you get the strongholds. Once you get the strongholds, stack up. I believe it's 4-1, and then you can play it on the easiest difficulty. I like playing a little higher because, you know, it keeps my timing in sync with online play. But there you go. Don't play any of these games. It'll make it go a lot longer if you play actual games besides for just stronghold. So just stronghold games and Conquest, and you can get through Conquest a lot quicker. So I want to go through first inning stuff next. So if you go to first inning here, there are these missions here for first inning. Take a look at that. Take a look at the collections. The missions right here is actually the missions that I have. These missions here I think I forgot of a lot. So exchanging these AOS players, going after and like refreshing these. If you don't like this one, if you don't think you get silver RBIs either through events or BR, Battle Royale, stuff like that, or stolen bases, get a new mission, right? Just hit square and get a new mission. So these will help you tremendously trying to get to the first inning stars quickly to get those players done. Okay, so definitely want to look at those missions daily as they reset. Do not forget about those missions. Next, collections. Collections over here in this collection category. This is great to give you XP boosts to go higher levels early. So finishing this collection, we'll do free agency by, like, say, collecting some of them. I've collected a whole bunch of them, but by collecting these things, you see how it has XP over here, right there? XP. So you can get XP pretty easily to grind up just by doing collections, just by using those extra cards in your binder. Now, if you don't have a lot of stubs, you don't have a lot of extra collections, maybe not for you, but down the line, just doing like even the low end of these things, the low end of these teams, just those 10. So you get 2,000 XP per team just by collecting 10 commons that are going for, like, you could get these things for a couple stubs each if you put in the buy orders. We could go to buy orders next. We'll go to the market here. This is kind of a nice quick tip. Do not, if you can help it, you see how I just said buy order for Todd Helton completed? Do not ever sell to a sell order if you can help it, or buy off a buy order. Always try and put in your own order, create a buy order to get cards off the market. All right? Now, there are exceptions. If a card just comes out and you think it's underpriced and it'll go up, then I can see that if you need it like that. But generally, you want the sell now. So, you saw I got Todd Helton. Another quick little tip here is that you can actually put these things in the player programs. So look at this player program. This is where you get the evolution cards. These cards, Rodriguez, Matthews, and Gonzalez, and Eckersley are from the XP rewards. So you're going to get these things. And then so I did this with Eddie Matthews. Got him all the way up to the top card. He's been hitting really well for me. 100 at-bats, hitting 434. Wait, if I move my head. Hitting 434 for me. So Eddie Matthews, these evolution cards. Another one. So, Todd Helton. What's nice here, collections. You add this collection to Helton. You get 1,000 stubs. Advance, yes. All right, so I just got that Prestige Helton. Now, if I want a Prestige Helton, I can use him in my lineup. Otherwise, because that's a program goal now, is to use that Helton and get him up a few levels. I can go to this Todd Helton. This is something unlike other collections. and actually sell him back on the block. So I could create a sell order, sell him back for 28,998. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try him out a little bit, use him, see how he feels, but the option's there just to collect that for the 1,000 stubs. Now, you might take a loss if you don't have enough difference there, but, you know, that's an option. That's a tip, right? It's weird that you can sell back, but you can. Stats. So, looking at your stats, you're like, oh, how did I do so far? So if you go to stats and history, you can look at game histories too. Very cool. The standings here is for all ranked seasons. So if I were to look at my currently ranked seasons, I'm right there on the bottom. I'm Tommy Sticks. I'm at 732 is my online rating. I'm 17-0 online, and I'm hitting 425. So you can look at your team stats online, stuff like that. Or if you want to just look at your individual player stats online, go to statistics here, and you have the online stats for each individual player. Obviously, you can always hit triangle to look at them. Look at their Diamond Dynasty individual stats like that, too. That triangle is there for anybody. I'm kind of in the way of batting average, but I guess it's not that important since it's more on-base percentage is the big one. So Sheffield's doing pretty well with me with his home runs. Average would be like over here, yeah. So average 471 online. All these cards are hitting crazy for me. Mantle's hitting crazy for me. Stargill's okay. Gallo's hitting a little bit worse than I thought he would be. Because I don't know. I guess he's just hitting 363. He's still hitting the ball out of the park quite a bit, but he's not as intense as the other players up there. Kettle Marte was a phenomenal card for me. So going down the list, this O'Neal Cruz, which I used a few times. I think sample size kind of small with him. Yeah, only 10 hits, 22 at bats. A little bit higher sample size than the rest of them for online games. But that's a way of looking at stats on all your players. So you can look at online, and if you want to switch to against the computer, just hit square, and you can see their stats against the computer. See how it says CPU stats now above right where Gary Sheffield was? I guess I can point to it once I move my face over. CPU stats, and then once you hit square, it goes to online stats. So there you go. There are the different ways of looking at stats. Team affinities and showdown. So a lot of people are asking me, hey, how do I get team affinities quickly? How do I get them done quickly? Now, there's a lot of different things. We just use White Sox as the example. You can go through missions by using guys online, tally extra base hits with White Sox, third base, shortstop, or left field to kind of grind up to the final. Juan Mancada is the reward for the White Sox. But if you do the showdown, so showdown offers 20 points, and you need 50 to get this big card. So you can do 2 showdowns, and then you do a collection, either exchange the White Sox Rivals collection here, or you do the White Sox Live Series collection there. So I did the Live Series collection for every team, so that way I have 10 for every team. You see how it says 10 out of 70 supporter right there? So that's because I have the Live Series done. So I could be doing the AL Central Showdown to try and get more of them, but that's how you get them basically quickest, is by doing those showdowns. Showdowns tips, that could be another video all on its own, but basically you kind of want to just grind through it. You want to draft players that are the opposite handedness of the final boss, but I think as long as you just go along and do the moments around, you should be able to be fine because you gain a lot of runs for the final boss up into it. The biggest tip I can give you for packs, do not spend stubs on them. I spend stubs on them to create content for people for stream and whatnot and YouTube. Do not spend stubs. These are the worst packs that I've run across. These are terrible. They're actually better than 2 years ago, but these packs are still a huge stub sink. So in your best interest, do not spend on stubs. You, of course, could get considerably lucky and pull a Mike Trout, pull one of them high overall cards, but it is highly unlikely. I've pulled a ton of packs. I've seen a lot of people pull a ton of packs with no Trouts out there to be seen. Okay? One mini tip, I guess, here I just wrote down. Battle Royale, don't be afraid of it. You get a free one to start off, so just go in there and grab Battle Royale, play a draft out, see how you do. It's pretty fun drafting cards and whatnot. Events. Building this lineup is stars and scrubs. So when you look at an event lineup, I just went 12-0 on my last event run, so we got to rebuild the lineup. But basically you want to go, you could tank your starting, I've been tanking my starting rotation and then going stars in the lineup. You know, obviously big power because it's an all-star. And then bench, you tank 3 bench spots. You get like a left-handed batter and a right-handed batter or a switch hitter. And then you can tank that. You tank a couple spots in the bullpen. The best bullpen player for events this year, again, is the knuckleballer Fierabender. I remember I exposed him to the community and people got angry at me. But this Fear Bender right here, a lot of people have trouble with that knuckleball. It says 75, but it's actually 53 miles per hour, and people just can't fucking get it. And it's, other people, they'll find it and they'll crush the ball out of it. Market. Another one on the market. Prices go up when there aren't cards like currently being pulled. Like when new content comes out, a lot of people will pull packs, pull a lot of diamonds out of packs, and therefore prices go down. So when that happens, not a great time to sell. Best time to sell is to wait a couple days, wait till that stuff's out of it. Prices rise slightly. When cards are out of packs or no longer available, like event cards, they generally rise up. So like the event, people have been asking me, hey, should I sell off my event? I think it's Event Brooks Robinson right now. I don't know. You might be able to hold him. Obviously, he started higher and he's kind of gone on a downward trend. But like this event ends on the 2nd, so about that time, it might be time to pick up a Brooks and hold them for a little bit. Not a bad player to have at that point. Next up, the XP rewards. Definitely want to kind of look at this. You want to plan your team around the reward choices that you're going to take. So you want to take, like, who are you going to take here? Your catcher, Gary's nice, but Alberto Mondesi, a lot of people are singing his praises because he's got a really sweet swing. Charlie Morton is nice too as a reliever. Got a high-end fastball, cutter, splitter, knuckle curve. Robles, I think Victor's probably the worst of the bunch, even though he's fast. Gary Sanchez plays amazing on All-Star. He should. He hasn't for me yet, but he should. Then Reyes is a very competent starting pitcher too. So some good choices there. As you move up, you get to choose more legends here. So definitely want to look through the XP rewards right away to kind of build your roster as who you want to go through this whole thing and grab as your free 98s, 99s, so on and so forth. So those are the tips for MLB The Show 20. I hope you learned something. If not, well, I don't know, thumbs it down, I guess, if you're a genius, because I wasted your time because you were already freaking amazing. But everybody else, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you're confused about anything in the comment section. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.